Can we take you back to your childhood and breaking through as a footballer? You left home quite early to go to Braga. What sort of challenge was that?
No, I didn't left home like 100%. Imagine I would pass most of the time away from home, but I will arrive like 9 o'clock to our home and see my father and mother. So to have dinner with them, at least I had that pleasure, you know. But I think it was tough, but really good as well, you know, to grow, to get out to a different environment, to understand more about the life as a kid, you know. Because I used to go always home in my hometown. Imagine school, play with my friends there, and Braga was like a big town, you know.
Yeah.
So it was like a big change from my hometown, Viana do Castelo, to Braga. So it was really, really good, tough, but really good.
Did all your friends and family then keep an eye on you, thinking this is the boy that could make it?
Yeah, to be honest, since I was there in the Academy of Sporting that we had there in my hometown, when I left, everyone was like always sending message to say that they were always watching me, that they will love the way that I played and this kind of stuff. So I always felt loved about people that know me and they are like truly friends. And I always knew the people that like care about me, you know, because I always had this little message. Even today I have it. So
absolutely, that's brilliant. And then you were just 17 when the chance came to go to Italy. I mean, that's a really big step, isn't it, as well?
Yeah, that was the biggest step, but I still had my father and mother with me, so it was really helpful because the times that I had there were tough, you know. Like Italy, it's like a more different way of playing from Portugal. The people there are different as well. I was young, I didn't have like the idea to deal with some type of people, you know, like I have today. Of course, I'm still learning a lot. But at the time I was like 17, like you said, so time flies. And there, like I said to you, I was like, I don't know how to say in English, like I had no idea of the types of personality that people can have, you know.
Yeah.
I was an innocent guy.
Innocent.
Yeah, I was innocent, you know. So there I grew up a lot, I worked a lot, I developed a lot, and I had tough years, but really good, to be honest.
So did your mum and dad move with you to Italy as well?
Yeah, they moved with me because we thought it was the best, and it turns to be it was the true because difficult times with the family near was really good to pass that times with them, because if they were not there, maybe it would not be the same way.
So have they been a really important part of your own journey?
Yeah, of course. I always idolize my fathers. Most of the time my father, because I used to play hockey as well, like him. So the mentality that I have came from me, but of course from my education as well. You know, when I was young, I always used to see my father playing, the attitude that he has on the field. Of course, I took that to myself, and when I started to play football in a really young age, I remember to speak with my first agent, a guy that came to speak with me, and the first time he spoke to me, what do you want to be? And I wanted to be the best.
Yeah.
And he started smiling, and my father was not like laughing, and he said, this is his mentality, you know. So after that, I think even my father took my mentality with him when he saw me playing and giving advices and this kind of stuff, you know.
That's brilliant. And then you came to England, joining Nuno at Wolves. Was that a big step for you when you sort of broke through as a regular Premier League player?
Yeah, it was really important for me, you know. The first year that I had here, I think it was the year that I developed a lot with the team of Nuno as well, the coaching staff. I learned a lot. I learned a lot with Nuno. I am thankful for the opportunity that he gave me, because it was him that gave me the first opportunity to show myself. And with the staff, I really improved a lot. I felt that the Premier League was the type of football that like fits to me really well. So that year was like the first year I told, next year I have to break through. I have to be my season, and I have a really good season with him when we had the COVID as well.
So what changed from Italy? What was it that was tough about playing in Italy that changed?
Like in Italy, I would say the football is more slower and more tactic, you know. When I arrived here, the difference of the speed of the game, the strength of the game, everything, you know, like the intensity. So it was things that I had to improve as well. So the thing of getting the tactical work, of course it is tactical as well, but in Italy I saw that game was more slower because the teams played more tactical, you know. and to come from Italy with that knowledge, I have been there 2 years with a really good coach, and to learn from Italy, like how to manage myself more, how to position myself a little bit better on the field, and to learn from the old guys as well, and to come here in the Premier League to join that with the intensity, the tactical work here as well, the speed. So it was really good.
And I guess the environment must have felt a bit like home because all the Portuguese coaching staff and the Portuguese players.
Yeah, that was like the first question when I arrived there. Like, it was the meaning that you came here, and I said, of course, it helped a lot, because at the time we had there like lots of Portuguese players and players with name, players that they were doing really well. They did the first season in the Premier League fantastic, and when I arrived there, we used to say that Portuguese people like they are kind, and it showed from the Portuguese guys when I arrived there. They really helped me a lot. They really showed me like even more how is the football, how we have to work. So they like if sometimes you are not sharp as you used to be, like they will pick up on your foot and say, "Oh, come on," like this kind of stuff. So they helped me a lot through the journey that I was there. Yeah.
Also, as well, in the Portuguese players I've spoken to, they seem to have a real obsession about football, like Diogo Jota and Ruben. They just live and breathe it. Were you sort of that sort of character growing up, or was it slightly different?
It's the same. It's the same. I used to say I'm thankful to arrive home and have my girlfriend because I used to say that, and she says to me all the time, like, you just live for that, you just live for the football. And she said, I'm okay with that. I love the way that you do it, but you sometimes you have to take your head off the football as well because it's not for you as well. And I say, yeah, I understand you, but because every time I arrive home, I like to speak with her. I like to say what I have to improve and this kind of stuff. And when I am with Ruben and Jota, we are always speaking about football when I go to the national team. I think it's the Portuguese guys, and I speak about myself and the guys that I know, like, if we are into it, we are at full, So we really enjoy the times together and to speak about it and play it,
And it shows because of the success, not just players, but coaches as well. They've been very successful as a nation, haven't they, around Europe?
Yeah, of course, like, what I say is like, and from the players that I caught, that I played with, I can say that like the Portuguese players are like really hard workers. The way that I saw João Moutinho playing, the way that I saw him run on the pitch, the way that I saw Ruben speaking to me, the way that I saw Rui Patrício, that was a European Championship, speaking to me as well, the way that they work on the pitch, that shows the values that they have. That shows the character that they have, and this kind of stuff that I want to take from me, even from the English guys that we had there, Connor Cody from the leadership, and at that time I kept like really good players with that values, and I try to keep the best of the other ones and learn from them as well, and like you said, I think it's a thing from a Portuguese guys, it's like to work hard, that is the main goal,
Chelsea fans are now seeing the best of you, I would say. In the last few games, you've had some really good football, really good games. How much are you enjoying your time here now? This feels like a next step up, an even bigger move.
Yeah, it's true. Like when I arrived, I used to say, I was saying like in the beginning, I was not feeling at my best. Like new club, new people. Of course, I was like really happy, because it is a dream. It is a dream. I always dreamed since a boy. If you ask me, I would be here. I would say in my mind, of course, I would say, of course, I thought that it would be, but of course not. I dreamed about it, and when I arrived here, it was like really. I was really thankful. When I arrived here, I didn't have I was injured, so I did the European Championship without doing a lot of games. I came here, I said straight away to myself that I had to take time and be strong mentally, because I knew in the beginning the things will not, because I already know myself. I passed like through tough times during the injuries, and I knew myself, and I knew that I would take a little bit of time to get into my best shape. And today here I am working hard as always, and trying to arrive to the best I can, And at the moment I'm feeling really well.
It seems such an exciting team to be involved with as well. As if the club is making real progression. Is that what it feels like to you in the dressing room?
Of course, man. In terms of leading with people here in the club, when I arrived, really kind people, the players with the mentality to win. Of course, we are really young, but the mentality that you see on the group, even in the last game we drew, and we were not happy with that. We knew that we could have won this game, and I think it's that mentality that we have to arrive to the top.
And yeah, and another big game this weekend as well. Do you look at these as the matches where Chelsea can really be judged in?
No, I will be honest with you. I think we had like 2 games at home as well that we had against, for example, Nottingham Forest and Crystal Palace. That these kind of games, if we want to be at top, we have to win. And it's like I say, we go to all the games with the mentality to win. Of course, we know that some games will be more difficult than the others, but every games have their own difficulties, you know. And I think it's these kind of games that we like to play. And if the people or someone say is the games that we are judged, I don't think so. I think we are judged for every match that we do. So I think we go. A good thing from this group is that we go with the same mentality to all the games.
So in that sense, is it finding the consistency of performance and results that will be the true measure of how good Chelsea can become?
I think is that your thing is like the key point is the consistency. I think the consistency is the point of everything, because if you can be consistent in the highest level, it is the most difficult thing. So is that we are trying to do and getting better every day. So we are going down that way and we are showing what we can do. And we are really looking forward to have these kind of games, of course, because it's the games that we like to play.
And just finally, tell us a bit about Enzo Maresca. He seems like a coach with such attention to detail and someone who really lives and breathes the game as well. How is he to work for?
No, it's a pleasure to work with a coach like him, you know, because you can see in the mentality of the group that we all are into his ideas because we believe in him a lot. And he believes in us, so is that we have to continue to do, is what you were saying, like find this consistency and together arrive to our main goal that I think is at the moment win every game that we go for.
What has he done with you? Anything in particular? Has he asked you to do things you haven't been doing previously, or is it more of the same, play to your strengths?
Like when I spoke with him, he told me to of course he has his own tactics, his own way of playing, but he asked me to be myself. So this is what I'm doing, and I will try to improve even more.